Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, get well known. Let's do it. Sanjita, you know it. Robert, Anisha,
Yeah.
All the scientists, where you at? Let's go.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
Let's go. Yeah.
When I walk in the lab, all eyes on me. I'm with the President crew. All results are fake.
We like
the
the
cash. We let you know. We came to commit fraud. Everybody is on. Fraud, 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 fraud. Everybody. Fraud, 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 fraud. Everybody. But can't tell when we do fraud. They can't see our dad is hot. Our dad is hot. Kick for fame. How about you? Didn't get caught. Let's go round two. Fraud, 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 fraud. Everybody. Fraud, 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 fraud. Everybody.
Good morning, boys and girls. We're here today to discuss some fraudulent scientists. Brian, can you say fraudulent?
Fraudulent.
Good. The first scientist we have today is Johannes Kepler. He's famous for hypothesizing that the planets orbit the sun in an ellipse. Liesl, do you know what an ellipse is?
No. Okay, yes.
Good. Now here he is. Hi, Mr. Kepler. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
So the first thing I do is watch the planets,
like a fraud,
measure distance,
like a fraud,
think about it,
like a fraud,
do some math,
like a fraud,
write a book,
like a fraud,
get famous,
like a fraud,
get money,
like a fraud,
give lectures,
like a fraud,
gotten textbooks,
like a fraud,
changed history,
like a fraud,
did my data, fake results,
Fraud.
made up ellipses,
Like a
fraud,
heliocentric,
like a fraud,
I'm Kepler,
like a fraud,
died famous.
like a fraud.
So kids, Kepler used mathematical equations to prove Copernicus wrong and to prove that the planets orbit the sun in ellipses. But his calculations were falsified, and he was called out on it posthumously by William H. Donahue.
When I read your book, I found your fraud. It was clear to me, your circle's odd, you came for fame. Couldn't fool me, you got caught. Let's go round three. Fraud, 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 fraud. Everybody.
Fraud,
Fraud, fraud, fraud, fraud, fraud, fraud, fraud, fraud, fraud, fraud, fraud, fraud, everybody.
Wait, stop. So you called him out posthumously, but why didn't anybody else try to call him out on his fraud before?
Well, I found his fraud while translating Kepler's book, Astronomia Nova. He used calculations based on the theory itself, which makes the calculations inconclusive. Other people have questioned his conclusions, but they weren't able to come to any conclusive evidence because they didn't have any scientific proof.
All right, well, kids, now you see how Kepler's fraud led to a lot of consequences and ended up defaming his name. So, Michelle, would you ruin your legacy and commit fraud?
No.
Good. All right, kids, next we have Dr. William Summerlin. He intended to transplant tissue between unlike organisms in order to advance immunological research. Here is his story.
All right, drop the bass.
I know it's wrong. Yeah, so I wrote this song.
Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white.
Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it wrong. Yeah, Screaming that slacking. When I go to the lab, financial backing. Prepping my lab when you see me, I'll be drawing.
Black and white, black and white, black and white.
I paint the mouse from the head to the hind leg season.
Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white.
White mouse, black Sharpie, feeling tired, a little loopy. When I hit the lab, I become a liar. It's fame and money I desire. Same inside, it's outside boring. My ethics code, I'ma ignore it. And I got the money, feeling phony. Got you experts checking me, I'm bailing out on every level. Hear good talk, but there's nothing I can tell 'em. It's made 1,000, got another 1,000 on my schedule. No love for 'em, been faking charts. No data, feeling smart. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it wrong. Yeah, screaming that slacking. When I go to the lab, financial backing. Prepping my lab when you see me, I'll be drawing.
Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white.
I paint the mouse from the head to the hind leg season.
Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white.
Got a call from Good, this just in. People love me, but I'm worried cause it's a sin. Not a scientist, I use fraud though. This ain't for one night, I'm frauding all week, bro. Hinting data, painting white mouses, so much fraud up in this lab, I can't tell what the day is. Got a journal full of big lies, think of every night they pay more. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, screaming that slacking. When I go to the lab, financial backing. Prepping my lab when you see me, I'll be drawing.
Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white.
I paint the mouse from the head to the hind leg season.
Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white.
Using fraud like I'm not supposed to be. The mics look incredible, I think I'm Da Vinci. And my mice look believable. Add alcohol, you see it all. Dr. Good wanna wash them rats, found out, got caught, got seen, game over, and that's that. Real fraud. Mouses got clean, I didn't think I would feel that. My reputation gone, I wish I could take it all back. Yeah, you know what it is. Do you know what it is? Yeah, you know what it is. Let's get a clap. Prepping my lab when you see me, I'll be drawing.
Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white.
I paint the mouse from the head to the black and white, black and white, black and white. Yeah, you know what it is. Everything I do it wrong. Yeah, screaming that's when I go to the lab. Financial backing. Prepping my lab when you see me, I'll be drawing.
Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white.
I paint the mouse from the head to the hind leg season.
Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white.
Thank you.
So children, William Summerlin told the world that he could transplant the tissue of a black mouse to a white mouse, and such a discovery would have greatly advanced transplant research. However, in reality, Summerlin used a black felt tip pen to color the white mice black, and his data was completely inaccurate and fabricated. William Summerlin's fraud was discovered by Dr. Good.
When I washed your mouse, I found your fraud. It was clear to me. Your mouse is
My
up.
mouse was odd.
You came for fame? Not anymore. You got caught. Let's go round 4. Fraud, 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 fraud. Everybody, fraud, 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 fraud. Everybody.
Dr. Good discovered Summerlin's fraud when he discovered that the black patches on the white mice could be removed by alcohol.
I'm sorry.
Just get off the screen.
Seeing by forging results can result in defaming your name. I hope that these scientists have convinced you not to commit fraud. But in case you weren't convinced, we have our last scientist here with us, Mr. Musa Kwong. And I request that everybody please stand up to enjoy and hear his story. So Please stand up, children.
I can't see her anymore. Kira. Opa, Wusuk style. Wusuk style. My name is Sir Krang and I came from South Korea. I'm a fraudulent scientist, let me tell you. I tricked them. Told the world in '04 that I cloned some human embryos, harvest stem cells, became a hero. But I was just a fake. Took the eggs from people on the moon. I was just a fake. Fooled everyone with our clone dog stuff, and I was just a fake. Told the world we made specific styles, just a fake. Just a fake. Our research papers took the whole world. They didn't know. Thanks out for the dog. Awards and fortune. I got it all, but I wasn't fraud. I broke the law. Stem cells, embryos, stuffy, they're all wrong.
Everybody knows the dance. Let's go.
Opa, Wusuk style. Wusuk style. Pony scientist. Opa, Wusuk style. Pony scientist. I had lots of fame, research leader of the world. But people challenged me, began retesting my results. And then they began to see some data didn't make any sense. And then they saw the fraud in me. But I was just a fake, lied about how I got my eggs. Yeah, I was just a fake. NBC challenged my results. Yeah, I was just a fake. Too many errors in my paper. I was just a fake, just a fake. And when the world found that all my data was false, no stem cells at all. I got caught and I lost my fortune. I did fraud and I broke the law. And what I did to the world was so wrong.
Once more.
Opa, Wusuk style. Wusuk style. Wusuk style. I fooled the world, changed all my work. Baby, in 2006 I was charged. But no embryos, no stem cells, or clone dogs. Baby, I just wanted to be known.
You know what I'm saying?
Opa, Wusuk style. Pony scientist. Opa, Wusuk style. Pony scientist. Opa, Wusuk style.
Thank you, children. So Wusuk Wong astounded the world when he announced that his team had created 11 human embryonic stem cells using egg cells, which had been previously deemed impossible. He later introduced his genetically cloned dog, Snuffy, which was an Afghan hound. However, his experiment was completely fraudulent and falsified. The eggs used in creating the stem cells were obtained from the female researchers in his team, and his 11 stem cells, his genetically cloned dog, and all of his papers and research were completely falsified and fraudulent. His fraud was discovered by a group of scientists who were influenced by a man named Gerald Shatton to further investigate and therefore determine his fraud.
I'm Gerald Shatton. When I checked your work, I found your fraud. It was clear to me your dog was odd. Your dog was odd. You came for fame. Why did you shy? You got caught. Let's go around 5. Fraud, 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 fraud.
Everybody, fraud, 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 everybody.
Jarrell Shatton used to be a researcher that had worked with Huang for about 2 years, but he suddenly announced that he had ceased his collaboration with Huang because he felt suspicious about the egg donations that were going on in the laboratory. And as you can see, we were very suspicious. Mr. Shatton, though, you say that you realized that something was clearly false in Huang's research, but why didn't you just call him out on the fraud?
Okay, I know you guys want an encore, so here it goes. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Just kidding, I'm not doing that. Well, seriously, I was really scared, to be honest. I chose to terminate my partnership with you, and the sudden termination sparked the interest of a bunch of investigators. I'm sorry, bro.
It's okay.
I didn't want to put my reputation out there. I couldn't do that.
It's understandable.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Huang. So here, kids, this is why you should not commit fraud. Today we have many methods to prevent fraud, but it's not enough. Only you can prevent fraud. How can you do this, you may say? Well, take responsibility and realize that money and fame are not all that they are made up to be. In the end, it is truth alone that prevails, and as a result, you must think of the consequences before publishing fraudulent data. So, kids, what are some measures that we can take to prevent fraud? Kevin?
I think that we can prevent fraud by creating a committee designed to monitor scientific fraud internationally, like in the UN.
That's very good. Robert?
We can also prevent fraud by making the review process more strict. We'd have more people participate in the peer review system, and more severe punishments if the transcripts do not seem plausible, and more scientists replicate the procedure.
All right, very nice. And Anisha?
I think that we should limit the amount of publications per journal company each year to ensure that the journal executives review their articles and only publish the meritable experiments.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your wonderful input, children, but we're running out of time now, so be sure to join us next time when we interview Dr. Sarva Mangala J. and Devi. Until then, see you next time. We're almost done.
I'll go one more song for you. Encore? Do you want it?
Yeah.
We'll do it anyway.
Kevin, I want the ballad.
What?
Get the ballad.
That was funny, Kevin.
There you go. Put it up.
Pick up the Sharpie before one of you goes down.
It'll be Kevin.
And, oh,
What?
Aw.
Sorry. So children, what did you learn today about fraud? Any raise your hands, guys?
Here, learn how to do the fraud
Mrs.
dance.
Siegel?
fraud happens.
I was gonna do that one.
Anyone else?
Kara learned
Michelle?
Other scientists are often, they don't want to report fraud because they would put themselves into trouble.
Very good.
Michelle.
Anyone else?
Elaine?
Most scientists commit fraud for money and fame.
Very good. Anna, would you like to say something?
Fraud can be very creative. Please, broadcasters.
Are we ready? Okay.
I locked myself in a lab. I'll tell you, don't ever blab. I didn't do my pre-lab, and now I lost my way. I traded truth for success, pennies and dimes in excess. I'm not gonna confess, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, false data fraud was showing. Not right, I keep going. What do you think you're doing, baby? Hey, I just fooled you, and this is crazy. But here's my data, so call me lazy. It doesn't look right, does it, baby? But here's my data, so call me lazy. Hey, I just fooled you, and this is crazy. But here's my data, so call me lazy. And all the scientists try to change me. But here's my data, so call me lazy. You took no time with the call, my career took a fall. Now I'm nothing at all, but tried to have my lie and cheat and I steal. At first sight it looked real. I didn't know I would feel it, but like I tried this today. Your stare was holding, false data, fraud was showing. Not right, I keep going. What do you think you're doing, baby? Hey, I just fooled you, and this is crazy. But here's my data, so call me lazy. It doesn't look right, does it, baby? But here's my data, so call me lazy. Hey, I just fooled you, and this is crazy. But here's my data, so call me lazy. And all the scientists try to change me, but here's my data, so call me lazy. Before you came into my life, I used to do fraud. I used to do fraud. I used to do fraud. Before you came into my life, I used to do fraud. And you should know that you shouldn't do fraud. It doesn't look right, does it, baby? But here's my data, so call me lazy. Hey, I just fooled you, and this is crazy. But here's my data, so call me lazy. And all the scientists try to change me, but here's my data, so call me lazy. Before you came into my life, I used to do fraud. I used to do fraud. I used to do fraud. Before you came into my life, I used to do fraud. And you should know that, so call me lazy.